Okay, students, what we're going to look at in this video is some expectations on how to use these technology tools to their best capacity. So first, talking about the Chromebook. This one's simple. The Chromebook is kind of like your pencil and paper. It's something that you need to bring every day, and obviously it's expected that you care for it and you bring it to class charged. It'd be kind of like if you're a construction worker, you got to bring your hammer, you got to bring your tool belt. You can't show up for work without that stuff. So please bring your Chromebook charged and ready to roll. All right, next is talking about the Google Drive. Now, this is simple. It's just the place where you house your files, but we want to think about some methods to keep this organized. So here's one way is to have folders, perhaps per year, and then maybe some subfolders per course. Or maybe if you don't want to go that crazy with it, it could just be folders per course and just add the year to the name of the folder. The other thing to remember is file names. It makes sense to actually add a file name that would tell you what's there. You don't want to just call it paper or science. Think about giving it a specific name like Unit 4 Performance Lab, something that you're going to remember what is in there. We don't want to have a bazillion untitled document files in your Google Drive. Okay, the next thing to talk about is your Lake Pend Oreille School District email. One key thing with your email is that you check this weekly or more because your LPUSD email is going to be used for communications both from teachers and from the administration. So this is something that you want to remember you can use with the teachers to ask grading questions. You can always notify teachers that you're going to be absent or maybe even ask a question if you're absent about something that you maybe missed or a clarification on an assignment. And then the other part of that is notices from administration or counselors that you would want to be sure you know about. So check your Lake Pend Oreille School District email at least once a week. Now, there are some tricky things that can clog up your email. One of those is Schoology notifications. So we're going to take a look here at how to fix that. In Schoology, you're going to want to click on the arrow that you'll see right here next to your name in Schoology. If you click on that arrow, you then click on Settings, click on Notifications, and this is the area you want to adjust. Now notice that you have all these different things. For me, I have all these turned off, but for you, these are probably all turned on. So what you want to do is choose what things you want to receive emails for and what you do not, and then make sure you scroll down to the very bottom and click Save Changes. And this will help you not have so many notifications in your email box from Schoology. That way your email can be a little more useful. A couple tips for how to keep your email organized. When you click on the inbox settings here, there's a couple different ways that you can organize it. You can have it set based on priority. You can have it set based on just send date. What I prefer most is the read versus unread option, and then I just leave the important stuff I still need to deal with as unread, and then I know what still needs to be taken care of. One other thing is filters. There's a way if you maybe keep getting some random email that is super annoying and you don't want to get it from, I don't know, some college or something or some whatever. You can filter out or organize based on filters in a really convenient way here. All right, next to talk about is the expectations of checking your Schoology feed. The Schoology feed is going to provide you with lots of general school information. This can be things like messages from student council about upcoming events or sporting activities. It could be notes from the administration about maybe the parking lot is getting crazy and it's kind of a reminder of not parking in visitors, or maybe it's something from the counselors telling you that there's a special financial aid information night. The Schoology feed is something that you want to check at least once a week. The other thing that you'll find in the Schoology feed could be general teacher course updates. So maybe if there's all of a sudden a field trip that the teacher wants to remind you about, or quiz coming up, the teachers can post general course updates that will pop up in your Schoology feed. All right, the last expectation is regarding grades in Schoology. Now, you learn stuff in class, you practice stuff in class, and then you turn stuff in and you're assessed on that stuff. If you don't check your grades and if you don't check on teacher feedback, you're really missing a huge part of the learning process. So please check your grades on a weekly basis or more often. And then remember that you can view specific feedback within your grades. Now there's a whole nother video on how to do that, so I'm not going to get into details here. But the last thing that I want to mention with grades is that you can view both current grades and past grades. If you click on the grades tab at the top and then you click on grade report, you'll see that there's these two options to view current versus past. So if you want to see how you did on a course in the past, that's the place to go. Hopefully that's helpful in knowing kind of what's expected with all this technology, with your Chromebook, with Google Drive, with your email, and with Schoology. And hopefully that helps you be more successful at Sandpoint High School.